for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo, what's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys at Rize Podcast with your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. How y'all doing, man? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon. It's a bright, sunshiny, gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, come on, y'all, bright, sunshiny day. Man, if you're here with me in the chat, that means God bless y'all to see another day, so we're gonna be thankful and joyful, and we're gonna keep it moving, man. That's what life's all about. Through the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. Don't skip nobody. You know what I mean? You're never a loser. Losing is defined by not doing nothing at all, not participating, not giving it your best, not trying, not showing up. So, that's what it's all about, man. Just keep pushing, man. If you're going through something, make sure you talk to somebody that can give you good sound advice. All right, let me get the sponsors out of the way because we got a lot to talk about. It's Sunday on a Rize Podcast. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Fame about them on zone. GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari's page. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. He's an artist in and out of the ring. Shout out to Richie Baby for the 5 edits and intros. Rest in peace to John Boy. Rest in peace to Miss Tanya Van Joss Williams Jr. Don't forget to go over to the www.miakillerb.com page. Support her and her merch. Shout out to Bad Girls. Keep her in your prayers and her healing process. Bad Girls Promotions featuring Miss Nikki, aka Miss Olivia Pope, and Coach Brandy. She always doing stuff for everybody else. So let's send them prayer warriors over there that God touch her body and her mind and her healing process. We praying for you, Miss Nick. Job well done so far. Hard work, dedication. Shout out to Miss Nikki, man. Give her flowers while she breathing, man. Shout out to Hardcore Boxing News. Just Do Boxing, Ant McQueen Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing, Miss Mona, the lovely Miss Mona. Miss Yaya, keep her in y'all prayers. Cal Al Cooler, the Gregory Pratts. Don't forget to come down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your shirts, essentials, 12 rolls for $7. Also, go over to the RizePodcast.com. Get your merch on the Rize Podcast. Get your Smoothie King shirts. Right back at Charles. What another one. Oh, man, I feel good this morning. Thank God, man. He rose me up this morning. Yes. And, man, shout out the AO clothing line. Pro Soul boxing gear and clothing line. Under Armour, thanks for all that you do and done. Oh, man. The boxing source. Man. All of y'all, especially people that haven't been in the chat. I hope everything all right with y'all, man. Keep y'all in my prayers. Joshua's Furlong, nephew Timothy Stockmire. I miss seeing y'all in the chat, sharing y'all boxing knowledge with us, man. And I know life gonna keep lifing. And I just want to keep each and every one of you in my prayers. Whatever religion that you believe in, because I don't force nothing on nobody. It's none of my business how you worship and who you believe in. So whatever high power you believe in enforces that it grants you with peace and love and prosperity. Last but not least, official gear boxing. Y'all see I'm wearing that stuff too. This thing nice. Nice material on that thing. Everything. You be holla out the Turkey Alice Sheik and the boys and his peoples for looking out for the Smoothie King. Y'all can say it with me in the chat, man, if you don't mind. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 blah. Oh, pow, 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 pow. What's going on, family? Let me go on over, yeah, man. Holla at my family in the chat. Stretched out boxing. Thomas Hill. What it do, man? Melody Queen 27. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, please, and then thank you. Melody Queen 27. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App, $GEESSUS, $Coach Squeeze. Support the channel. Get your merch on the RizePodcast.com. Travel in it. Welcome to the chat. Make sure you smash that like button. Damn, Baltimore down, man. I'm gonna read it because he has a right to his opinion. I find it a little nostalgic of what you said, but I'm gonna read it anyway because it's almost like you happy that somebody is down in your comments or not doing good. That's turning you on. So let me read this and keep turning you on, champ. And God bless you and your family, bro, because you got a right to your opinion. Damn, Baltimore down bad, y'all. Need to get it together with everything from your public schools. Yeah, the city fighters, all in shambles. Interesting. It's all good, champ. I ain't even going to answer that. I let my guard handle that. Ain't for me to answer. It must be something going on inside of you to feel that way, champ, about another human being. But it's all good. Hate when this thing black jump like that. Got mind of his own. All right, there we go. Thank you, God. Took me right back to it, where I needed to be, where I wanna be. Thomas Hill, stretched out boxing. Love y'all, man. Hunter on the Hunt, the Incredible Hulk of the Rize Podcast. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. What's up, Rize fan? Coach Squeeze, my guy. What it do? Jab Queen Boxing. Happy Sunday. Traveling. All right, champ. You're entitled to your own opinion. Thomas Hill. Lewis 4500. Yo. Salute the Rize Podcast Senior and Squeeze. Thomas Hill Traveling. You got one more try to be productive. Otherwise, you're going to be forced to move on to the next one, champ. Handle y'all business. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. They everywhere. The clowns everywhere. Didn't they cancel the circus? I don't think Ringling Brothers don't come here no more because they ain't know how to treat the animals. Get my drift? Nah. One of them must have got out of the cage. Miss Mona, the lovely Miss Mona. Keep her in your prayers. The Queen was interesting. Don Drick and them, what it do? Lord's 4500. God bless. Man, glad y'all came over. Marcel Triggs. Smoothie King. Right back at you with another one. The incomparable. The illustrious. The historical. The living legend, the goddess itself. God is keeping her around for a reason. The blessings that she's been bestowing upon us over the last couple of years, man. The incomparable, the one, the only. All she know how to do is love. But don't get it twisted now. You can touch her bad side. The one and only Miss Mona. Thanks for the color in the chat. You know what I say. Keep going, y'all. There she go. One of our queens. Terrell Cameron. What it do? Anthony White. Great job, Truck. That was the best fight last night. Constant action. Chub Rock, I wanna rock right now. I'm for bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone cause I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious. No, I'm a winner. Chub Rock in the house, nephew. Top of the afternoon, Uncle Squeeze. Out the truck, dude. I was looking for it on TV, but I couldn't find it. He came up short. Chub. You could go back and watch it on YouTube. You should. But he came up short, man. He had Calvin Kenny in his corner. All I could say, I know that it's a better truck in there than that. I don't know what it is and what it's going to take to bring it out. Confidence, believe in getting that niche back. I don't know, man, but I'm going to just keep the brother in my prayers that he find that niche again. And shout out to Jai. Both of them gave each other a chance. Two brothers getting in the ring, handling the light men at the end of the day. That's what really matters to me. D33284. Thomas Hill, Anthony White. Great fight indeed, as was the Yafi fight. The two best fights of the day, in my opinion. Miss Mona, Truck and Jive was a good fight. Thomas Hill, he had a right to reform his behavior, but the good sis wasn't having none of it today. So safe. Man, she jumping. The good sis wasn't having none of it today. So safe travels on his way to wherever he went. Yeah, clowns come over here. Their household, his household raggedy. You know how people is, man. That's one thing I learned, man. Hurt people. Bottom line. Anthony White, y'all Baltimore keep getting robbed, but it's cool. We come back hard as you know what. Don Drick and them weirdos squeeze. That's what they is. That's all they is, champ. Want some attention. Wife ain't giving them none, or his man, whatever. To each his own, though. Stressed out by squeeze. He just made that page today just to say that BS. Hurt people. Thomas, oh yeah, squeeze. I sometimes fall on the bad side. I'm only human, born to make mistakes. Thomas Hill, let me say what you say with Darnell Jones, Chi-Town's finest. Yeah. Smoothie King right back at you with another. Haters gonna hate. All you could do is continue to be great. Shout out to Truck, man. It is what it is.
What's up, Coach? How you feeling today?
I can't complain. What's going on?
Man, shout out to everybody in the podcast watching. Miss Melanie Queen, Miss Mona, Thomas Hill, Jab Queen Boxing. What's going on, everybody? Oh, man, great card last night. Shout out to Snipe, man. Snipe got robbed last night.
Hold it down real quick.
All right. Shout out to Snipe, man. Hell of a performance. But this game of boxing, man, can be wicked at times. He beat the kid. They said everybody say he beat him. You know what I mean? The performance was great. He had the dude with his back on the ropes all night, beating him, and hey, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Shout out to Truck, man. Gotta go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? And evaluate some things. You know what I mean? Great performance, man. That was a hell of a fight, man. Both of them was chopping. You know what I mean? Truck catch him, he come back, catch Truck, man. That was a great fight. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, we didn't get the decision that we was looking for, but that was a good fight last night. Great card. Shout out to Vito. Vito won too. So shout out to everybody that fought last night. Had a good time in Jersey yesterday. Hold on, let me get to the. What's going on? Yeah, Thomas Hill, man. Oh my gosh, man. Matter of fact, I got a little interview. I'll drop it later on. Truck is the way better off the back foot and countering. I think that's his style. Yeah, it was back and forth. It wasn't boring. Yeah, everybody was saying like Truck and Sniper had the best fights on the card. He had a good camp, TL. He had a good camp. So I don't know. Just kind of devastating. I really like Truck, you know what I mean? And I want him to see him do well, you know what I mean, with his boxing. You know what I mean? Hell of a boxer, you know what I mean? He just gotta tweak some things, make some adjustments, you know what I mean, and get back in the winner's circle, and let's go. Abu Zayn, what's going on? How you feeling? Miss Melanie Queen, what it do? Man, hey. That drive yesterday, though, man, golly. Good gosh, almighty. Good gracious me, Christmas. Traffic was nasty getting up there, so I missed Sniper fight. I got there right after his fight, so I ain't get to see it, but I've been watching the highlights. Excuse me, and he showed me a couple clips. It's the game. It's the boxing game, man. When they favor somebody, you see it in the amateurs and you see it in the pros. when they like somebody, that's who they go with. You know what I mean? You really gotta destroy and dominate the person. So what y'all think? What y'all think about the truck fight? What y'all think about the sniper fight? Because both of them was on TV, so y'all should have seen both fights. So y'all tell me what's y'all thoughts on the fights. What you see, Jab Queen boxing? You watched the fights yesterday. What you see? This damn sinus infection gotta get together. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Yes, my bad. My bad. Terrell Cameron, what's going on? El Rafael Boxio, what's going on, champ? Appreciate you. Appreciate you for holding it down. You always reposting the streams and stuff. Thank you. Appreciate your support, man. I watched them. I just caught it. I was live, so I came in around 2 or 3. Hey, Jab Queen, you gotta tell me your schedule so I can jump in because I don't get no notifications whenever you go live. Um, Send me your schedule so I can show you some love. You know what I mean? Truck was loading up too much, saying, man, Truck was catching them with clean shots, man. Like you gotta give it to Jahad, man. He got a solid chin and a motor. Like Truck would catch him. And you can see he be hurt, but he had just, you know what I mean? This shit was crazy. Only on Thursdays at 5:30. I'll be at Thursdays and Saturday at 5:30. I'm gonna just try to catch you. I'm gonna go to your channel and hold up, let me see something. Hold on. I can't even do it from here. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to make sure I take care of this because she's always in here, and I want to make sure we return the favor and show her some love. So hold on one second. Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. All right, Jab Queen. I didn't even know I wasn't subscribed. That's the problem. So now I'm subscribed. I got all my notifications on, so I'm popping up in one of your shows. Yeah, Chuck, right. I want to squeeze. I want to Truck to win too. Miss Mona. Oh yeah, I knew you were talking about Miss Mona. Miss Mona said, I thought Truck had more skill than Jahad, but Jahad looked faster than Truck. No, Jahad got a motor. So he's just busy. He stays busy. He's very busy and active. And I wouldn't say awkward, but he uses his angles. Thomas Hill, I thought Rashidi Ellis had a good little body knockout too. I didn't see that. I didn't even know he was fighting yesterday. Shout out to Rashidi Ellis. T Hill, I thought Sniper got robbed. Control, pace, and tempo, landed the cleaner, harder, more effective punches, and would display better ring generalship was robbed. Yeah, Coach Kenny was hot. Coach Kenny was hot about that one, man. I'm not sure about a rematch. They was talking about it a little bit yesterday, so I don't know. Traverse Bowles, I mean, he was pulling the trigger. He was pulling the trigger because you know what I mean, like the of course, I was explaining to somebody like when you watching the replays in boxing, you can tell who during the fight, you can tell who they trying to push to win. You know what I mean? Everything was favoring Jahad. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even. They made it look like Truck wasn't even doing anything. But watching the fight live, Truck was catching them clean shots. You know what I mean? But he was like, might be 1 shot, 2 shots. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like when Truck needed to go to that next level, that's what we didn't get. Because Jahad just is busy. Truck would hurt him. And he would just, I don't know how he would get that second win to land, to pull off 2 punches, but then he would get him in clean. So like, yeah, it's crazy. You called it a draw, the Truck fight? You could have did that because it was a good back and forth all night. It was good back and forth. So it definitely was a good fight. Definitely, man. Yeah, definitely a Bulls ain't. Yeah, definitely. So, you know what I mean? That's why I say he got to tweak a few things and go back to the drawing board, man. But I really want to see him be successful in his boxing game. Honestly. Y'all up to the good sis Ty Drakeford. Oh yeah. That's Ty Drakeford all this time, Thomas Hill? I must have missed that memo. I did not know that. I did not know that Jab Queen boxing that you was Ty Drakeford. Okay, now it makes sense. I got it. Well, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed now, so it don't even matter. But I did not know that you was Ty Drakeford. Yeah, man. But what are y'all thoughts on like the refs? Yeah, I see that. I see that now, Jab Queen. I ain't know that. What's up, Squeeze? Did you get to see Sniper fight? Did you see any of Sniper fight?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it came on that early. I done been able to watch it. I was sitting here watching UFC.
Yeah, I see your boy John Jones retired.
He retired?
That's what something came across my thing this morning. Man, yeah. So what you think about the truck fight? What was your thoughts?
I'm gonna go back and look at it though, but I don't know, man. You just gotta execute the game plan when you get in there. That's what I basically mainly thought. That's what I saw. Executing the game plan and not rushing it. At times, I'm thinking he was rushing for the knockout, and it got him out of position a lot of times. And capitalized on that, and by them knowing each other a little bit, a little history with each other spawned. So Ja took advantage of those moments. I need to go back and watch the fight a little more clear, because when I was watching it, I was out and about, so couldn't really lock in. But winnable fight.
I got a Monday, right? You listening?
Yep.
Monday, me, you, Coach Josh, we're gonna sit down. We're gonna have a conversation. I got a few questions about a lot of things, and I need y'all to help me get it together. Hey, Miss Mona, Miss Mona, one thing about you, when you tweet, it go viral. Because somebody else, I seen Tank posted one of your tweets, and somebody else, who was that? Somebody else reposted one of your Fight Hub. Shout out to Miss Mona making Fight Hub and all that. So shout out to Miss Mona, man. Miss
Mona doing big things.
Hey, they know not to play with Miss Mona, man. So shout out to Miss Mona. She been going viral this past couple of days, tweeting. You know what I mean? The queen. They don't play with the queen in the boxing world. So shout out to Miss Mona. Yeah, Cap Quest. I got a few questions about a lot of things. You know what I mean? And just about this boxing game. You know what I mean? Just about this boxing game, because it's a lot of things that play parts into different outcomes. So, you know what I mean? I got a question about a lot of fighters. So, LW, what's going on, champ? How you feeling?
You was there. What happened?
Huh? What you say?
You was there. What happened? You was in the building. What happened? What you see? What did you see from your perspective, your boxing knowledge, and things that need to take place moving forward to get this train rolling. What did you say?
You put me on the spot, Squeeze.
Ooh, okay, that's your answer. Don't say no more. I can round that off to the nearest whole number myself.
You put,
You
but
ain't
no,
even. Yeah.
no, what this like this what I would say, right?
Okay.
I think in boxing, right, it's levels. And sometimes people gotta really understand the level they on and the level that they trying to get to and what it takes to get there. Um, it was a great fight, good back and forth. Both of them was catching each other with clean punches, you know what I mean? But both of them strong. But neither one of them have that knockout punch, that one punch knockout. But they was clipping each other. They was going back and forth clipping each other. But it's just you could tell the gas tank on Jahai versus the gas tank on Truck was different. You know what I mean? Because Truck would hurt Jahai, but Jahai would get like a second win and just keep letting his hands go. And basically that's what it boiled down to. Jahai was letting his hands fly. You know what I mean? It wasn't really like he was placing them more as though than he was letting them fly. But when he was letting them fly, they was landing. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and when in trouble, you see what he did. He was holding on for a date. You know what I mean? And that seemed like that was part of the game plan too, hit and hold. So it was just like if that's just that it was a good fight. It was a good fight, Squeeze.
What you laughing? What you holding back on me? Uh, what could have? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it political, cause I see the snicker. What Truck could have done better? Like if you was talking to Junior, if that was Junior in there against Jai Tucker, what would you be saying to Junior to do more of?
let your hands go.
Mm-hmm.
Let your hands go. Put your combinations together.
Mm.
Put your combinations together because he's landing one, sometimes 1, 2. You know what I mean? Put your combinations together. Work off your jab. I need more of your jab.
Mm.
Set it up because you landing the shots that you want to land. You know what I mean? But set them up a little bit better. Make them walk into something. And like the last few rounds, Truck was walking in, following him instead of
I
cutting
saw that.
the ring off. You see what I'm saying? And that's where it comes into where it's though when I was saying it's levels because Jahai showed like the level of his gas tank. You know what I mean? Like when Truck would catch him, you would see Jahai you would see him hurt, but you would see him still letting them hands go. So you know what I mean? That's what I would tell him, Chad. What's going on, Aunt McQueen? How you feeling, Chad?
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good. How are you?
I'm cooling, man. I
Squeeze.
slid in and out yesterday like a
What's up,
bank robber.
Ant?
I didn't hit nobody, Aunt.
What happened?
I said I slid in and out yesterday like a bank robber. I ain't hit nobody. I came in, seen the fight.
What at the Prudential?
Yeah, I came in, seen the fight, and I was gone. I was trying to get home, man. Shit. Yeah, what's your thoughts on the fight last night? What you think? First of all, Ant, I need your expert analysis of the Titus Ash fight.
Oh man, I missed that one. I seen that he lost though.
Yeah, okay. I need you to go back and break that one down
He
for
lost.
me. Now, what's your expert analysis of the Truck fight? You on mute. You on mute. You on mute?
Yo,
There you
you
go.
you
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
yeah, I hear you better now too. 'Cause you was just jumping up. I didn't see the tightest ass fight.
All right, what about the truck fight? What's your thoughts on the truck, Jahad Tucker?
Drug Jihad Tucker. Both guys, they brought what I thought they were gonna bring, man. One guy very energetic. He got motor on him. The other guy's a lot more precise. Actually scored the fight. Shout out to what's the name of this app? Fight Score. I don't know if this is app or Fight Score,
Okay.
but you can do a little,
Hey,
round
hey,
by round.
Ant, we don't do no free promo around here.
I had
So
six
I'm
four,
messing with you. Six
six
four,
four,
Jahad.
6'4" Jihad Tucker. Yeah,
What rounds did you give Truck?
I gave him the first, the fourth, and the fifth, and the seventh. And the reason being was this: there were a couple of moments where Truck's work was just a lot more cleaner. Like it was just like a lot cleaner, but Jihad was busier. But that's pretty much how I expected the fight to go, and that's why I was asking the question: is who would be able to bring the other guy to their realm? Because I want to say it was like the round seven. Jihad took damn near that whole round off. I believe it was seven. Yeah, it was seven. Round seven. He took like the whole round off. One thing that really impressed me about Jihad Tucker yesterday was something that you just spoke on. Like whenever he got hurt with something, there were a couple of times where Truck hurt him to the body, and every time he did, he just smothered him. He ain't let him continue to work, and he just
Mm-hmm.
took the play away from him. He smothered him, then he'll let off a combination, and whether or not that combination was effective or efficient, it shows. Like, all right, this guy is willing to push through something. To
There you go. Exactly. And that was the difference in the fight, though.
yeah, it was. I felt like Truck was just a little too meticulous, like looking for one big shot at a time. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of single shots. Um, the body work that he did in the first half of the fight was terrific. I think that if he would have stayed with that or found a way to refuse the clinch, because like I said, every single time he touched Jihad to the body, Jihad was holding on. And that's the smart thing to do. You got to douse that flame. Don't let it get out of control. Don't let him get no momentum. But I feel like that's where it's on Truck to be able to refuse the clinch and continue to work on the inside, specifically to the body.
Shout out to the Queen Miss Mona. That's what I was saying. Truck looked like the better fundamental fighter, but Jihad was more busy. Yeah. Like Truck would land a hellacious shot. Boom. Jihad just tap him with two shots. You see what I'm saying? Like Jihad always had an answer. He always had a comeback. Like he
Always answer.
always can, you know what I mean? And that's what made it look good because it's like, when you get one, you gotta get it. You make sure you get it back. Jihad coming right back. You know what I mean? Ain't no get it back. He coming right back to get his. And that's why I was saying, like,
With several.
it didn't look like he was really placing them as more as he just was letting them fly, just hit anything, you know what I mean? And it just so happened like it was lining up perfect, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Truck got to do a better job of getting his head out the line and moving.
Yes, and I would also say this too, but just being a little bit more consistent with the stick, because I want to say after round seven, like rounds 8 through 10, that was the cleanest work that Jihad did, and a lot of it had to do with Truck just kind of just like you were talking about before, not cutting the ring off. He's literally just following him, but then he's just walking it, and Jihad stop on the dime, pop him with a right hand or something like that. Straight down the pipe.
I think it was like in the later rounds. I think it might have been 8 or 9, maybe
Yeah.
7 or 8, maybe 7 or 8. Whereas the one time, like, he made him walk into something. Truck made Jihad walk into something. He caught him with a mean shot, but then like he ain't do it again. He started trailing him again, following him. Like, yeah. So.
Yep. But when we were talking about the fight, I want to say it was Friday. I'm saying Jihad, like as athletic as he is, sometimes he doesn't necessarily regulate himself. Like he could do a little bit too much. Like you'll see him like jumping, leaping off his feet. I do like the fact that he does give different looks, like as far as like angles and things of that nature are concerned. But sometimes it's just a little bit too much. And to your point, there were a couple times where Truck was able to walk him in something, but those moments it felt like it was a little far and few in between. And then there were also a couple of moments where Jahai was just squared up and putting himself in bad spots, and I felt like, okay, Truck, that's your opportunity to let your hands go. But he was staying in the shell sometimes when my man was like overcommitting and overshooting. I think
Miss
it's just
Rona, oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. I didn't see I couldn't hear the commentary, but I was watching the replays, and I seen like if the commentators reflected the replays, I can only imagine how trash it was, because all the replays was geared one way. You know what I mean? You could tell who they was pushing for in that fight.
oh yeah. I mean, Jahai Tucker's their guy. I mean,
I would like
yeah.
to see a rematch though. I would like to see a rematch of that fight.
I thought commentary was okay. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, clearly,
Damn, Don Rick and them say I never want to hear those announcers again.
I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was that bad, because I will say this. I try to weed everything out. Yeah, you can tell that it was pro Jahai, and that's their guy. I mean, he signed over the top rank, so naturally they're gonna lean towards him. But I do feel like Oli was saying some positive things about Truck, and he was saying the same thing they were saying. Like, yo, Truck, you can tell he's the more fundamental guy, but like, sometimes you just gotta work. He wasn't saying anything too disparaging. He was saying like, "Oh, Truck is a bump," yada 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 yada. And then one thing that they allude to was the fact that he came back down to 160. So how much steam did he take out of his punches? You know what I mean? And doing so and having to make the weight. You know, if you don't have steam on them shots, maybe it would be more beneficial to just work sometimes and not just look for one big shot.
I think it's hard being that decorated as an amateur. You know what I mean? And then it not translating over to the pros. I think that's hard.
I can see that. But I also think that it's important to circle back to something that Squeeze said the other night, which is, the guy's on what, 25, 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You got several world champions, guys that went on to become world champions. Look at a guy like Orlando Salido. This dude had double-digit losses and became a world champion 2 times. So everybody's path is not going to be the same. You got some guys where they're going to come in and they're going to take off like a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go on this crazy undefeated run and line the mantle with hardware. You know what I mean? And then you got other guys like a Tevin Farmer, where you might take a couple losses before you really, really find yourself, and then you find your groove, and then you establish yourself as a champion that you knew you could be, and plenty of other people believed you could be. So I think it just remains to be seen. One thing I would say is, for a guy like Truck, just keep your head up, keep working, and just see where you can fine tune, because you got a good base. He's got good fundamentals and all that other stuff. Now it's just a matter of just fine tuning, tweaking, and being able to deal with these guys who work.
Mr. Tyrone?
I think that all I want to say, watching Truck walk into the gym at the precious age of 8, and watching him in this maturation period over his career, and I'm going to go back out on mute after this, Truck need to go back to boxing. Moving around, slipping, fading, counting. Just work on your cardio more, and he can outbox a lot of these dudes. He's not a heavy-handed power puncher, walk you down type of guy. And he's been doing that. And it's been putting him behind on the scorecards, and he don't know how. He don't throw enough really to be behind like that on the scorecards. He needs to go back to boxing. He had one of the best jabs in the countering, slipping, getting out of there, and turning his opponent. That's all I want to say.
No, you ain't gonna come in here and drop the mic like that, because you opened the door for my question, for one of my questions. Yeah, you just opened the door, so I gotta ask. Huh?
I came up off of unmute.
All right, so now listen, right? I want you to understand, like, this question is not to offend anybody. It's not saying anything bad about anybody, right? But when I look at the amateurs and the pros, right? It's consistent across the board, right? Do you think that I'll wait till Monday to ask you. Don't worry about it. I'll wait till Monday to ask you.
All right, I'm going back out on me.
I'll wait till Monday to ask you.
I'm going back out on.
I was sitting over here at the edge of my seat, man. Like, this must be a hell of a question. The way he delivered it, I'm like, okay, what is he?
No, like,
What is he about to ask?
I don't want nobody to be. I don't want to offend nobody, but it's just like something that I see and I notice and I pick up on, and it's just like you continuously see it. You continuously see it. Why y'all looking at me? No,
Because I don't know what it is now, man.
So basically my question is the comparison. So it's always a consistent comparison. Like when you come up in a gym to where as though you got a superstar like Tank, right? Is it a gift and a curse? Because you're always being compared, or like one, you grow up watching this guy, and of course you want to be like this guy. So sometimes you not saying anybody. I'm just saying, like, how can I'm trying to word it properly. Is it like because fighters are always compared? Oh, he coming out of Tank gym, he gonna be the next Tank, or woo, 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 woo. Is that a gift and a curse? Hey, I got you, Squeeze. Go ahead, Squeeze.
That's here, there, panter, banter, patty, tatty, matty, hatty, and saddy. You can't stop that from people, mindset, human beings. What they're not doing is looking at the fighters individually. Just because your father was a lawyer, your mother was a doctor, your sister was an astronaut, that don't mean that you're going to follow in those people's footsteps coming out of the same household. I think that's where they get it conflicted at. Truck is a whole total different fighter than Tank is. You know, everybody is not a monster. Tank got a little bit more chip on his shoulder than Truck do. Truck coming from a more, I would say, balanced upbringing than Tank is. Tank was basically raised amongst the wild, the lions, the tigers, the gazelles, the anacondas, the wolves, the hyenas, the wilders. He was in that environment. Truck, on the other hand, stable home, mother, father, religion, schooling. He played football. A lot of people don't know Truck, two-sport athlete, possibly.
Basketball. I thought I heard he was nice in basketball too.
Yeah, 2-3 sport athlete. Where I'm leading up to is that what I said earlier in this broadcast, I want to see Truck going back more to moving, being slick, pivoting. That's where Truck was more comfortable at. Slip, counter, move, get in the center of the ring, to the jab, Now this look more like he's all over the place, looking for identity when he don't have to look for it. Just go back to the fundamentals, which won him 7 to 6 national championships in his amateur pedigree. They're not too far apart.
So if he had an identity, right, why is he looking for another one? And it just I'm not saying he is or he ain't. I'm just going off what you're saying. I'm just responding.
With Truck, I think it's more so locking back in. Just locking back in. He's over anxious, overzealous of getting to a point where he think he should be at in this juncture of his career and moving around from different entities up to this point is really weighing on him. And when it comes fight night, he's weighing all of that pressure with him.
So would you say remember on Rocky? Remember on Rocky? And he said, Rock, we gotta go back to that old training. We gotta go back in the hill. We gotta go up in the hills when they went up in the hills and trained. Got away from everything. Focus just on boxing. I think if Truck do that, we'll see a different Truck. Clear your mind, go back, just boxing. No nothing, no outside, no nothing, just boxing.
Seeing to circle back to your double-edged sword question, do you think that could be part of, and I'm not saying just with Truck, but just with any fighter. So you're in this, let's just say you got one star gym, he's known for a specific thing, and that's putting people out. So naturally people say, okay, you're from that gym, you're of the same lineage, we expect you to do, we expect that gym to produce more of the same. So instead of doing what you do, now you get caught up in doing what the star of the gym does. Do you think it could be a case of that in terms of the identity and then how it translates in the ring and fighting style?
Yeah. I agree.
Because you see, Tank is a very, 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 he's beyond economical. He's very judicious.
This is a conversation that was asked to me last night. That's why I'm asking it again. Okay. I was going to ask it, you know what I mean? But this was asked to me last night, you know what I mean?
One of the most remarkable things I've seen was round 2 of Tank versus Ryan Garcia. That man threw 6 punches in that round, landed 3 of them, and one of them was a shot that scored a knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to really see too many guys win a round throwing only 6 punches. But when you got that vibranium in there, you can afford to be that conservative because it only takes one to get the job done. So if you're growing up and you seeing the guy that's not only, your guy, but also the star and the model, naturally you might want to do the same, fight economical and look to land one shot to get the job done. But you might not have the same attributes. You might have to be somebody that boxes and use your athleticism and all that stuff.
Shout out to Richie Baby. We got Richie Baby in the chat, man. Shout out to Richie Baby. What's going on, nephew? Tyrone, what you got going on, Coach Squeeze?
Once again, I'm going to reiterate this, and okay. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. You have 2 different monsters. Tank and Truck are 2 totally different temperamental fighters. Tank fights with a chip on his shoulder because he's not the biggest guy. He always been having to knock out the toughest and biggest and baddest people all his life. On the other hand, Truck always been the symphony orchestra of the sweet signs of hit, don't be hit, box, move, slip, counter, and use all 4 corners of the ring. You got 2 different fighters there. Tank walking you down, rolling off, you can get a couple of shots, but he know the pain that he's bringing. You're not going to be able to stomach what he's throwing at you in the heat of battle in the midst of war. That's the difference, man, that y'all seeing. If Truck had that temperament and that one heavy punch, then he could be getting away with that style he using now. but that's not what he do. That's not what he's great at.
Hey, Squeeze, you ain't gonna just keep unmuting, dropping the mic, and going back on mute. I'm not going for it. This is a podcast. We're gonna chop it up today.
I think it's more the latter though, Squeeze. I think it's the punch because temperament. Yeah, you could be a rough and tumble guy. Like, look at Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley, this dude was Desert Storm. Dude really wasn't punching like that. But every single fight he was in, from like providing the call on, was like damn near war. That dude was scrapping. So you can be mean, you could be gritty, grimy, and all that. But if your ass ain't punching like that, you just ain't punching like that. So I think it's more the punch. And I think that Truck, just seeing the way that he fights last night, whenever he got caught with a good shot, kept pressing forward. I just think maybe the punch just ain't like that. Not to say that he's not punching, but not to the point where you could afford to just look for a single shot at a time. Now you may have to work a little bit more, break a guy down.
Oh my gosh, Ramon, that looked like an 8x8. The first thing when I came out, I like, damn, that's a low ass ring. I was talking to Damari about the ring. I was asking Damari questions about the ring. You know what I mean? That definitely was a low ass ring last night. Wasn't nowhere to go, wasn't nowhere to hide. You gonna fight in this ring?
It definitely looks small on TV too. It's like, man, they got these guys fighting in a Nike shoebox.
Man, listen,
with some ropes on it.
Hey, I tell you, Shakur Stevenson hate to see that ring right there. Ain't nowhere to go.
Stoppage.
Ain't nowhere to go. Yeah, so and that's just my thing. Like I was asked that question last night, so you know what I mean. And I think I've seen Truck. They have two totally different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different styles. And you know what I mean. I think last night boiled down to gas tank.
But yeah, his past couple fights, he's been up there at what 168. So having to cut that 8 pounds, man, I'm pretty sure that probably has something to do with it. So and throwing a lot of those big shots too. Because I one thing I did notice was in the times where he let his hands run, like when he punched in combination, I was like, damn, his hand speed looked a little bit better than I thought it was. But there were so many times where he was loading up on single shots. Just take a little bit of steam off them joints and just get to work. Stay up in the guy's body. Because, man, he still got time to figure it out, though. It ain't the end of the world.
No, he still got time, but like he gotta go to that drawing board. My suggestion: away from everything, every outside influence, everything. Turn your phone off. Going up in the mountains, just box. What's up, Coach Squeeze?
No, it's now or never. For him to go this way financially, just say financially, it's now or never for him because he was highly anticipated when he came out of the ambush. Floyd was looking to sign him at one time. His name was ringing very high. It's pressure that goes with this honorable mentioning when you come out of the amateurs and you have a big name coming out of the amateurs. He was one of the big names. Unfortunately, it's a lot of pressure that comes with that. And when you don't live up to those expectations, it's a long, long road ahead. These fights is just like you have to win them. You have to. There's no getting away around it. Because who's going to say, oh, I'm going to put these $1 million behind him the next fight? Who's going to do that now? But if he came out and dominated Ja and made that fight look easy, which it wasn't an easy fight, then it would have opened people's eyes up and said, oh, I could put $1 million on him and get 5 in return. That's what this is all about. At the end of the day, everybody's trying to eat. And when they can't eat off of you, you'll slowly drift out of the picture.
All right, so this is my question to you, Squeeze. I'm gonna cut you off. My apologies for cutting you off. You and Truck, y'all sitting down in the office. What would you say to him?
I would say to him, being as though I know him since he walked into the gym, he was 8-year-old Nia. Look at him in his eyes and tell him, me personally, one-on-one in there, Truck, you're fighting the wrong fight. You need to go back to your roots. And what catapulted your name in the conversation as being one of the best to prospects in the draft of boxing? If they were holding a prospect draft on ESPN, you would have went in the top 5 in that class. If not, the top 2. Go back to what works for you. And that's the sweet science of boxing. Using your sharp jab, head movement, slickness, countering, moving your feet. You never really been a walk down pressure fighter like that. I've never saw it. I know, and your body attack always been amazing. Go back to what got you where you needed to get to have your name mentioned amongst the greats coming out of that class that you came out of. That's what I was saying.
So how do you want to see him fight his next fight? What do you want to see? Talking to you, Squeeze.
I want to see what I just said.
Oh, you getting them ready. You getting them ready because you always get all the fighters ready for their next fight. You getting them ready for his next fight.
And I'm in the ring, but
you in the ring. Spawn. Talk to me.
What I would tell him, keep the jab snapping. Snap. For the first 2 to 3 rounds, before you even go to the body, snap that damn jab. You're a southpaw. Snap the jab. Once the jab start finding them and touching them, very quick, explosive knife jab, come with the brick hand. Pivot off the line. Then go downstairs. Methodically, systematically start opening up your opponents, exposing his weaknesses.
Okay, Squeeze. Coach Squeeze, my apologies. What's your thoughts, Ad? What would you say?
Well, first and foremost, I would say jab for sure. Just being more consistent with it, especially when closing distance. Even if you're not using it to set anything up as a rangefinder. Another thing that I would say too is just take some of the steam off the shots, and then on occasion, just let your hands run. Because he throw a big shot and then boom, it's straight to the earmuffs. It's like, yo, you could have put something else behind that. A couple of times he hit Weston with a real nice shot, caught my man Jahai Tucker with a real nice shot, and then just cut the faucet off after that. Caught him with a good shot and then just went straight into defense. Like, nah, just put something else behind that. You get him with a nice left hand, put a right hook behind that. And then also just work the levels in the combination too. Everything don't got to be up top. Everything don't got to be down low either. If you start at the body, you can come up, work your way up to the head. And he got a nice uppercut too. So boom, catch him to the body with something, uppercut right up the middle, and vice versa. I would say work the whole body, bottom to top, top to bottom. Another thing we're gonna work on is what my man Ramon just said, that endurance, that stamina. We got to get that condition right so you can operate at an optimal level and to be able to sustain yourself. But the main thing that I would say is we're not gonna go ahead and just load up just looking for big shots, because that seemed to take a lot out of his take a lot of wind out of his sails, throwing those big shots and missing. Throwing those big shots and missing. So it's like, nah, man, take some of that off and reserve that. If you get them hurt, you got them buzzed, and we go for it. But just work, man. Just work. And then also use your legs too. That's the thing I would say too. Use your legs, like you mentioned before, Senior. You were able to walk the guy into a shot. He could have did that more consistently. It's like, use your legs, stay sharp. Vary the guard a little bit. Not just straight air muffs. Just mix it up a little bit. Mix it up. But the main thing is be more consistent with the jab and with the feints too. I would like to see him utilize more feints. You got a guy that's very reactive, a guy that's very herky-jerky, and he's jumping in and jumping out. Feint him, get him to bite on something, and if he jumps in, then boom, that's when you time him, nail him.
Both good pieces of instruction for the fighter.
Closing arguments, champ. We're get out of here.
Man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Ant, for your expert analysis on the breakdown. Shout out to Coach Squeeze with your mic drops, man. Another good fire show. Appreciate everybody that showed some love to Shake and Bake, Damien Cook, and Showtime, Montana Johnson. You got the envelope ready for him, right, Squeeze?
Actually, I'll talk to you about that off the screen.
We got a lot of off-the-screen meetings.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what I mean. Appreciate everybody that shows some love and support. See y'all tomorrow. What you got? Closing out arguments, Ant?
Some things always small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do.
If y'all wanna continue boxing, talking boxing, drop the link D1 so they can come over there and show you some love. Close the argument, Squeeze.
It's the Smoothie King, all access international, Ant McQueen, right back at y'all with another one. Peace.
Appreciate you, Miss Shard. The best moderator on YouTube. See y'all tomorrow.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.